Hello everyone, Ted here from Tahquechi Photography. Well, we certainly have no shortage of review and unboxing videos here on YouTube for the Godox AD200 and Flashpoint eVOLV200 strobe. So rather than creating another video outlining all the cool features of this little flash, I thought I would talk about my experiences using it as a key light for a fine art photo shoot. My current body of work is called Landscapes of the Body and can be found at www.bodyscapes.photography. I'll also include a link to the website in the description of this video. Up until recently, the images in this collection were created using a Canon 5D Mark IV and Profoto D2 strobes. Recently, I was given the opportunity to do some location shooting, so I decided rather than lugging the D2s with me, I would actually put together a new location shooting setup. When considering equipment for my new setup, it seemed like the easiest course of action would be to pick up a couple of Profoto B1 or B1X strobes. My biggest deterrent to going this route was cost. So I challenged myself to put together a single strobe kit that was portable, battery powered with good battery life and quick charging, but also had an integrated wireless receiver and more power than a standard Speedlite. All of this, and it had to be inexpensive too, or at least cheaper than the B1. So after all my research, here's the items that I ended up putting together for my location shooting kit. The Flashpoint eVOLV200 TTL Pocket Flash, and I coupled that with the Flashpoint R2 Pro transmitter for Canon cameras. I also picked up the Godox S-type bracket with Bowens mount. All of my light stands are very large, so I settled on a LumoPro 7.5 foot light stand. It folds down to 20 inches, which makes it very easy to put into your suitcase. Comes with a carry strap, and it's pretty stable. It's not super stable. I ended up using some sandbags, but it also has the added benefit of being able to fold up the legs and use it as a very sturdy boom during the shoots. And lastly, the thing that I was the most hesitant about was a softbox by LA Softbox. It's a 8 by 36 inch softbox. Comes with a grid, the front panel, as well as a Speedring. So it seemed like a fairly good all-in-one solution. I was hesitant because it was only $48, and I definitely knew that it wasn't going to be as good a quality as the Profoto ones. But surprisingly, if you're familiar with putting together a softbox, it was actually not too bad. Total price out the door for this kit was about $515 on Amazon. I'll leave links in the description below if you would like to check out any of the specific pieces. Let's take a look at some sample images I've created using this kit while I talk about my overall impressions. So after shooting with this rig for a few sessions, I found that the R2 Pro trigger was very responsive, especially when adjusting strobe output power from the camera. And I have to say that there were very few, if any, missed shots, and it felt like I was shooting with a much higher end piece of gear. The Flashpoint eVOLV200 functioned flawlessly, and it definitely does have very good battery life. Shooting at 3 stops under, the strobe recycled almost instantly, and after each session I had well over half of a battery charge left. I purposefully didn't buy a second battery because I wanted to know if there was going to be enough time to charge back to full between sessions, and I found this to be no problem at all. I have to say that overall I was very happy with the performance of the strobe and even the lesser priced softbox. I think where this kit really falls down is the LumoPro light stand. I liked that it could be folded up very small to go into a suitcase and was easy to transport, but I think that the stability is just a little bit less than what I would like to see. I found myself constantly concerned whether the light stand and strobe were going to fall over, even using sandbags, so I ended up just having my assistant hold it the entire time. I'm just not sure if the trade-off in size is worth the lack of stability. With all that being said, thank you very much for watching today. If you have any questions about my work or this lighting setup, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.